The lab fell silent. Then, chaos. When the small cargo crate split open, the scientists froze. Inside, a pair of violet-skinned alien calves, no bigger than house cats, bared rows of translucent teeth that shimmered like blades of glass. The security team raised their weapons, alarms wailed, and someone screamed, "They bite through steel!" But before panic turned into bloodshed, one figure stepped forward, a human. Calm, unhurried. She knelt, smiled softly, and lifted the trembling cubs into her arms, and somehow they stopped snarling. If that moment just made you hold your breath, you're exactly where you should be. Welcome to HFY Stories, where humans remind the galaxy why courage doesn't always wear armor. So before we dive deeper into this unbelievable encounter, hit like, tap subscribe, and share this story with someone who believes that compassion is humanity's sharpest weapon. Ready? Let's step into the chaos. The freighter Kestrel Dawn drifted into Dock 17 under a haze of amber light. Its hull bore the marks of travel, scorch lines, micrometeor pitting, and the faint hum of overworked engines. Inside, a sealed container pulsed with soft violet luminescence. The manifest said, "Biospecimen, handle with extreme caution." Dr. Hana Lee adjusted her gloves, frowning as her assistant scanned the cargo. "Temperature stable. No movement detected," he reported. But as Hana's eyes followed the readout, she saw something strange, a heartbeat, 2 of them. "Could be residual interference," someone muttered, yet the pulse grew stronger, faster. Ilun Prime, the source world, had been silent for months, its research stations abandoned after reports of bioreactive fauna. The Federation wanted samples for study. Hana just wanted answers. The crate shuddered once. A faint scratching sound emerged, rhythmic, deliberate. Something alive was inside. "Is this thing sedated?" Hana whispered. "Was supposed to be," replied her assistant. "But that's moving." The room fell quiet. The scratching turned to a muffled thump, then another, and from within the containment box, a soft whimper echoed, high-pitched, almost like a frightened animal calling out for help. The human in Hana froze. The scientist in her leaned closer. The first sound wasn't a roar, it was a rip. The reinforced carton tore open like paper, a burst of vapor flooding the sterile white lab. Everyone recoiled, coughing, shouting over each other. Something moved inside the fog, small shapes, quick and low. "Containment breach!" the security chief yelled. Red lights flashed as 2 dark purple creatures stumbled out, slick with condensation, trembling and baring long, crystalline teeth. For a heartbeat, they looked like predators. Then one squeaked, tiny, frightened, confused. But fear works faster than reason. Someone raised a stun rifle. "They've got teeth like razors!" "Step back!" another shouted. Metal clattered. A containment barrier hummed to life. The calves pressed against each other, shaking, trying to hide behind a broken crate flap. Their eyes, wide, luminous, violet gold, darted between the shouting humans. One of the guards muttered, "Those are carnivores. Those things ate the Ilun researchers." No one moved closer. The air was thick with dread, the kind that clings to walls and throats. Every instinct screamed danger. And then, just as the rifles steadied, a quiet voice cut through the chaos. "Stop." It wasn't loud, but it was enough to freeze the room. Dr. Hana Lee stepped through the haze like she was walking into sunlight, not danger. The guards shouted for her to stay back, but she didn't even flinch. Her eyes were steady, calm. Too calm for a room still ringing with fear. "They're children," she said softly. "Look at their posture. They're terrified." Someone hissed, "Doctor, those teeth could shear carbon steel." Hana only knelt lower, palms open, the universal sign of peace that transcends every language in the universe, including fear. The two calves hissed again, sharp little breaths that turned to trembling whimpers. Their claws scraped the floor, uncertain. Hana smiled gently, voice a whisper. "You're scared, huh? It's all right. Nobody's going to hurt you." One calf took a hesitant step forward, nostrils flaring, tasting the air. Hana didn't move, not a blink, not a twitch. The tension in the room was unbearable. One wrong move and someone would fire. But then, impossibly, the tiny purple calf nudged her hand. Once, then again. The second one followed, curling beside its sibling. The alarms were still blaring, but in that fragile instant, time stopped. A human touch, calm and fearless, had just tamed what the galaxy feared. No one breathed. For a few long seconds, the lab, once roaring with panic, hung in perfect stillness. The only sound was the quiet, rhythmic hum of the air filters and the soft, trembling purr of the alien calves pressed against Hana's hands. The guards slowly lowered their rifles, disbelief written across their faces. One of them whispered, "That's impossible." The calves, moments ago all teeth and fear, now leaned into Hana's arms like exhausted children. Their translucent fangs retracted, their violet skin pulsing faintly with calm bioluminescence. Hana glanced over her shoulder. "They weren't attacking," she said. "They were suffocating. The crate's airflow system failed." The assistant checked the readouts. She was right. Oxygen had dropped to near zero just before the breach. The creatures hadn't been monsters. They'd been drowning. The room filled with quiet shame. Every eye turned toward the human who'd seen what fear had blinded them to. One calf gave a sleepy chirp, curling in Hana's lap. The other nuzzled her wrist, leaving streaks of pale blue luminescence like paint across her glove. Somewhere in the back, someone murmured, "They trust her." And for the first time since Ilun Prime's silence, hope returned. News of the Ilun calves incident spread faster than any broadcast the Federation could censor. The footage, grainy, shaky, raw, showed one thing clearly: a human, calm as dawn, holding two creatures that had made soldiers run. Across the galaxy, species who had always called humans reckless, primitive, too emotional, watched in silence. They'd seen humans build weapons and win wars. But this was something different. Ilun Prime's elder scholars would later call it the moment of soft power, the instant another species understood why humanity survived where logic alone had failed. Because humans didn't just fight to dominate, they fought to protect, to nurture, to understand. The calves survived, bonded to Dr. Hana Lee. Their kind would later guard human research outposts as living allies, fiercely loyal to the soft-voiced species who listens before striking. Years later, when an alien historian asked Hana how she knew what to do, she smiled faintly. "I didn't," she said. "I just remembered. Fear looks the same in every pair of eyes." And that day, the galaxy remembered too. In a universe of monsters and machines, it wasn't strength that made humans dangerous. It was kindness.